Be in a rock and roll band and win the Grammy.
To get into a rock and roll band and win the Grammy.
Yes.
Without any background in music.
No background whatsoever.
Zero.
Zero.
Wow.
Zilch, man. I mean,
I
just
remember that.
none at all. I mean, I remember watching movies like The Doors and stuff, and I was like, man, that would be really cool to have a lifestyle like that, to be a rock star, but not ever in my, I was never told that that was ever possible, or that, and by the time I'd seen that movie, I was in college, I was way past, I was past that age that they say you're allowed to learn how to play a guitar. So I was 27 years old before I picked up even a guitar. And it's been cool. It's been quite something. And, it just keeps going. It keeps getting, and I'm seeing the more I look and the more I see that it is getting better, the momentum carries and it just gets faster and faster. And I'm watching the band. I mean, the people in the band are using the same things. They're using the fact that we're all the creators of our reality. And I'm watching it all happen with her on keyboards, with and Jay on guitar, with Desiree on bass, FP on bass, drummer chick on drums. I mean, we're rehearsing daily, and it's just quite something, because I'm watching something happen, something really cool's happening.
You're taking the laws of the universe, understanding them, applying them, and watching them work for you.
Right, yes.
And your happiness is increased.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's amazing. Well on your way. So how far are you along?
Well, I would say I really believe that we can be at next year's Grammys.
You project that it's next year that it's the Grammy.
Yes.
You have to get in range,
Yes.
This is probably the first projection. Did you say this last year?
Oh, no,
So this is the first year in the 7 years you said, I think that next year we can win the Grammy Award.
Yes, with the song.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
See, because what does it take to win the Grammy? Well, it would take you're paying attention to winning the Grammy.
Right.
And the irony is that when you start to pay attention to winning the Grammy, you'll start doing all the things you have to do to do it.
Right.
You'll get in alignment with it, and the right people will come, and the right situations will come, and the right money will come. A lot of times people don't want to, I would love to win the Grammy, or I would love to win an Oscar, or I would love to write a screenplay. I'd love to develop a movie, but I just don't have the money. Well, you got to get paying attention to the money. It's part of it, part of your project. To not let money be your reason. Get over there on money and pay attention to it. Know that you're doing good things, and you know that you're producing something great, and that the money will be there. Think about it. If you think the money's going to be there for you, the universe has to deliver it to you, and it must. Because you said so. Because you paid attention to the fact. When you're driving down the street and the thought comes in, I might not have enough money, and then you step in there, go ahead and step in, and say over top that, hey, there's going to be enough, there's always enough, we're in good shape. Because you want to be paying attention to that. You're understanding that whatever your attention's on, if your attention's over here on there might not be enough, well then there probably won't be enough. The universe will deliver you that. What would you like me to do about it? I'm out. I can only help you get in alignment with these things. It's your job to get in alignment by paying attention to what you choose. Good times.
Yeah.
I love the fact that your life is just an indicator of your vibration.
Me too.
That you're just taking score, and there you go.
Right.
How am I doing? Well, it's an indicator.
Right.
How am I doing over here? Well, it's an indicator.
Right.
My physical body, my money, my house that I live in. If you'd like to improve things, the first thing we have to do, the first thing to improve, is to have to eliminate all the complaining and the worrying.
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah.
In a vibrational universe where you're drawing stuff to you by your attention to it.
Right.
If you're continually complaining about something, right?
Right.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
why does this always happen to me?
Yeah. Right.
What would you like the universe to do?
Right.
It must deliver it to you. Your job is to understand this and eliminate it. Think about it. If you could have no more worries, if you could have no more nervousness, anticipate. Remember, anticipating. When you're anticipating something, you're paying attention to it. When you're expecting it to happen, when you're anticipating it positively, when you know the outcome's going to be good, it's all going to work. You're telling other people, it's all going to work out.
Right. Right.
It's going to be good. This is some work. This is some effort. But what's your choices? Walk around in life like this, nothing ever works for me, and then it manifests, and it really doesn't. You have tons of proof. Remember, the universe will always give you manifestational support of the story you're telling.
Yeah.
What story you're telling. When your story is Sacagawea,
Oh.
here I am. And it's easy to slip into this if you've ever done this big deal. We've all done it. We've all done it. We've all said, oh, geez. What else? I mean, we're the most dramatic actors.
Yeah, we are.
We're so dramatic. You ever see us? What else? How can this keep happening to me? And now someone comes and says, the reason it keeps happening to you is you keep paying attention to it. You're emotionalizing it. You know this is very creative. Oh my God. So you're taking ourselves from that to something else. That's all we're doing here. So it's a gradual process. So if you've practiced this a lot, it's going to take you a couple minutes to ease off that. Be patient. You're doing good.
Right.
You know, even if you're trying it all, you're doing better than you were.
Right.
Right, we start to try.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I get this. I'm going to try to twist this into a positive situation for myself.
Right.
I mean, we can tell a negative story.
Yeah.
We're good at it.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
We're all over the place. I've done that for 35 years of my life.
Yeah.
I've just decided to do it another way. And we're having great results. We're
Yeah.
having uncanny results. And you can see that it's working. And the people that know this, we're not the only people in the world that know this.
Right.
There's information all over. There's people that understand the power of their thoughts.
Yeah.
You can't go into a bookstore without a big, huge section of people that understand, hey, it's your thoughts that are creative.
Right.
What you're paying attention to is creative.
Yeah.
You're creating your reality. Zip it up.
Right.
And let's get on with it. So, a great topic on the show today we'd like to talk about is observation of your current reality. Like we create our reality, right?
Right.
Like we pay attention to it, we create it. And then when it happens, we get a ticket to the movies.
Right.
And we observe it.
Right.
Well, look at that. I better call somebody and tell them what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have to decide, are we going to do this? Are we going to keep looking at our current reality and recreate it? That's the game here. You're going to have to change your reality. You're going to have to quit looking at your current situation. You're going to have things that go not your way. The car breaks down, right? It doesn't make sense to call every friend that you know and tell them. It certainly doesn't make sense to call your mom and dad or dwell upon it. Oh my God, the car broke down.
Right.
Because it'll probably happen again. Did you ever have this happen to you? Why does one thing after another keep happening to me?
Yes.
Well, because the one thing happens, you pay attention to it, you emotionalize, and you cause another. And then you jump on that for a while, and you cause another. Your job is to do it the opposite way. Get something good going, pay attention to that, and jump up to the next one. And pay attention to that, and another good thing will come. And every little good thing that comes, you pay attention to, you sit on it. If you get a thing in the mail that says you now have 50-cent coupon to go out to eat somewhere, you put that up and look at this. Universe just delivered me 50 cents. China buffet. Right? And
Yes.
what if you celebrated that?
Yeah.
The universe delivered me 50 cents.
Yeah.
And you start leapfrogging the other way, but you're going to have to manufacture it. You're going to have to manipulate it. You're going to have to move it yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So the keys one of the super keys in the video game is to just begin to make peace with where it is.
Right.
If you can just make peace with where it is, why would this be? Range, you know about this.
Yes.
The reason to make peace with where it is.